Okay. Still, skeletal tissue divides into cartilage and the bone. This is the aversion system contains in the bone, part of the bone. Student, aversion system. Student, already you know about the bone. Bone that consists of three main regions. One is the epiphysis, another one is metaphysis and the diaphysis. Okay, in this epiphysis composed of spongy bone or tubercular bone. Okay, what about the spongy bone or the tubercular bone? Okay, in this epiphysis of the bone, that is formed by spongy bone or tubercular bone. And students, what about the compact bone? Diaphysis part of the bone is called compact bone. Diaphysis is the shaft structure, shaft arrangement of the bone. That is, the diaphysis is composed with the compact bone. Okay. Hence, one of the bone that consists of two parts. One is the spongy bone or tubercular bone, and the one is the compact bone. Student, spongy bone, the region of the epiphysis, spongy bone consists of network of thin and the longitudinal transverse bar-like arrangement. Okay, longitudinal thin bar-like arrangement is appeared in the form of the network structure. These are called trabeculae, student, trabeculae. Okay, trabeculae are the bar-like structures present at the region of the spongy bone. Okay, next, periosteum. What about the periosteum, student? It is the TS part, transverse section of the compact bone. It is the periosteum. What about the periosteum? Diaphysis part of the bone is covered with the dense fibrous connective tissue sheath, that is called periosteum. It is the periosteum, student. Next, and the endosteum. What is the meaning of endosteum? It is the part is called endosteum. Endosteum, that means diaphysis has a hollow cavity that is called marrow cavity. Marrow cavity, student, it is the bone marrow. Bone marrow. This diaphysis has a hollow cavity. Diaphysis of the compact bone has a hollow cavity, that is called marrow cavity. Marrow cavity, bone marrow cavity entirely surrounds with the layer that is called endosteum, student. Next, outer circumferential lamella. Student, it is the outer circumferential lamellae. Lamellae means these are the plate-like structures, plate-like arrangement of the tissue. Okay, matrix between the periosteum and endosteum. Matrix in the bone, it is appeared in the form of the substance, appeared in the form of the lamellae-like structures. Matrix appeared in the form of the plate-like structures called lamella, student. And matrix between periosteum and endosteum. Student, it is the periosteum, it is the endosteum. Between periosteum and endosteum, there is a matrix is appeared in the form of the outer circumferential lamella. Outer circumferential lamella immediately beneath the periosteum. It is the outer circumferential lamella. Next, inner circumferential lamella. Inner circumferential lamella, student, it is the inner circumferential lamella. Inner circumferential lamella locates above the endosteum. Student, it is the endosteum. Okay, locates around the endosteum. Next, student, between outer and the inner circumferential lamella, it is the outer circumferential lamella, it is the inner circumferential lamella. Between these two, there is a many unit-like structures. These are the many units. Each one of the unit is called Haversian system or the osteon. Okay. Aversion system or osteons. In this interstitial lamellae, what about the interstitial lamella? Student, the space between aversion system. Student, it is the one of the aversion system. It is the one of the aversion system. It is the one of the aversion system. It is totally one aversion system. It is totally one aversion system. The space between the aversion system, there is a lamella. The space between the aversion system with lamella, student, these are interstitial lamella. These are interstitial lamella. The space between the aversion system is also with the lamella. Matrix is appeared in the form of the lamella. These are called interstitial lamella. Okay, student. Next, aversion system that consists of aversion canal. It is the one aversion system. It is the another one of the aversion system. Each one of the aversion system that consists of aversion canal. It is the aversion canal, student. Is the aversion canals. Okay. Next, aversion canal, it contains artery, vein and the lymph vessels also. Okay, aversion canal that is surrounded by concentric lamellae. Student, it is the aversion canal. Okay, aversion canal, it is the aversion canal and also surrounded with the lamella. These are lamella. Student, each one of the aversion system also surrounds with the lamella. These are lamella. Okay, these are lamella called concentric lamella. Concentric lamellae surrounds the aversion canal. Student, lacunae is also present between the lamella. Lacunae means these are the spaces. These are the spaces also present between the lamellae. Next, each one of the lacunae between the lamella, each one of the lacunae that is also encloses with the osteocytes. Osteocytes are the cells, one type of the cells in the bone. Okay, each one of the lacunae is encloses with the one osteocyte. Okay, next, student, what is the meaning of the aversion system? Aversion system that means aversion canal and surrounding lamella and lacunae which encloses the osteocyte totally forms the one of the unit that is called aversion system or also called osteon. Next, student, another aversion canal. Each one of the aversion canal, it is communicate with one another. One of the aversion canal is connect with another one of the aversion canal and also with the periosteum. Also communicate with the periosteum. Student, and also with the bone marrow cavity. Bone marrow cavity by the help of the transverse and the oblique canals. These are the canals are called Volkmann canals. One of the aversion canal communicate with another and also with the periosteum and also with the bone marrow cavity by the help of the transverse canals and oblique canals. These are called Volkmann canals. Okay, it is about the aversion system. Student, if you observe aversion system in the compact bone, by the help of the TS of the compact bone, it is the periosteum. Okay, it is the endosteum. Okay, the region below the endosteum there is a bone marrow. Next, it is the outer circumferential lamellae. It is the inner circumferential lamellae which surrounds the endosteum. Next, between outer and the inner circumferential lamella, there is a many aversion systems. Each one of the aversion system also called osteon. Okay, aversion system that consists of aversion canal and also with the surrounding lamella. Between the lamella there is a lacunae. Each one of the lacunae that consists of osteocyte. Okay, student. Aversion canal, it is surrounds with the lamellae called concentric lamellae. Next, the space between the aversion system, there is a lamellae. These are called interstitial lamellae.